Shalom. This is Tazawam. And we're with GMS Dallas. We're doing a sit down. First and foremost, want to give all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, and double honors to the apostles of GMS. And salutations to all you brothers out there preaching this word. A subject we want to get into is basically on, a lot of you so-called other Israelite groups out there, like the SCOFF and whatnot. And we're going to go into basic scriptures just showing that you guys have lost your ways. We're going to use basic scriptures to prove that. Because a lot of you out there like to get into these, get together with your black conscious communities and all that stuff when they have nothing to do with this truth. But you're constantly wanting to go up against the apostles of GMS and also other brothers amongst GMS. We're going to start off with 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 3 and 3.
You start at verse 2.
Chapter Salakia.
Chapter 3.
2 Peter chapter 3, verse 3.
2 Peter 3 and 3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lust.
God, that lust, you got the definition on that, brother? It's just showing that you brothers are out there for your own personal gain. A lot of you are joining up with those black conscious community and just going into these debates for money. We've been talking about that for the longest. And these things continuously show because you're constantly debating with them. And the thing that's most confusing that shows that you guys, this is a stumbling block for even some of you brothers amongst Israel. Y'all want to get together with the black conscious community to bring the black community together. That's not what this is about. This is about waking up the elect of Israel.
That's right.
So go ahead, brother.
Definition of lust in the online etymology dictionary. Desire, appetite, pleasure, to be eager, wanton, or unruly.
Man, and that's one of the biggest things we see amongst a lot of you brothers who ain't even been in this as long as some of us here in this camp. I've been in only 5 years. I see a lot of you, mainly like, I'll give you a perfectly good example. Sakari. These dumb niggas out there, they want to constantly go up against the apostles of GMS.
Right.
Y'all haven't even been out there as long as I have been out there. All right, next scripture we got is Proverbs chapter 21, starting at verse 16.
Proverbs 21 and 16. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
Yeah, and that's you guys have no understanding of what you're even doing anymore. I watch a lot of videos where y'all would do sit downs with Polite, that type of nonsense, and they would tell y'all without using the Bible, prove to us that Israel existed.
Right.
They don't even believe that Israel exists. They don't even believe that they're Israelites. That's how far gone that's how far gone these men are. They believe deep down in their hearts that they're Hamites, so-called Africans.
Mm-hmm.
They still talk about Africa to this very day. But yet, what are they doing? They're steady robbing people of money. There's videos that's clearly showing what niggas like Polite is doing.
Mm-hmm.
Next.
Let me get this definition of our principle too, because the key thing is principle, and you have to understand that words mean things, and we're the only group that's out here showing you through the Spirit of Yahweh Shai, the prophecies and the meaning behind everything that we're saying. So this definition of principle, it means origin, source, beginning, rule of conduct, basic assumption, elemental aspect of a craft or discipline. And you do as a scoffing because you forgot the reason why you even came into this thing. Like it says in Proverbs, it tells you to wear wisdom around your neck. You took that wisdom off of your neck. The little that you did have to go back into a situation to where you're going back to your demons, and now they're 7 times worse, like it says in Matthew. All right. And now the Lord has marked you and you've been exposed. And even though it hasn't happened physically, in the spirit, you're losing a battle that's already been conquered way before you even existed. And you're showing that you're the same person reincarnated. Sakari, you're the same person coming back reincarnated. That's trying to throw the elders off, trying to throw the prophets off, trying to the Baloo, trying to wiggle your way in, and you're gonna have a terrible destruction. You're gonna have a terrible judgment for all the scoffing that you do. And that's why we're just keeping it simple, because you all want to go out here and you want to have all these break down Daniel 11, Syria, all these different all these meat verses. But when it comes to you sitting down with Polite and he asks you a simple question, you don't have the answers because you're not sticking with the basics, man. And when you're a young brother in this truth, the thing you need to do is stick with the basics. All right, you're not gonna be the elders. You can't get 30 years of experience in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years. You can't get 30. You can't. You can't. All right. And what happens is you young brothers, man, you try to get out here and you try to get on a level, and you still around people in the world, and that's another thing. You all still out here in the world, and you take the knowledge, the secrets of the Most High gives the prophets, according to Amos 3 and 7, and you go out here to the world and you start mesmerizing people, and you think you on some type of level because you talking to some 2/3 wicked ass dude or female, and using all the knowledge that the Lord gave you to wow everybody else. So now you feel like you on a level because they're looking at you like you on a higher power, all right? And then what happens is you come back with that same cocky attitude, and then we start calling you out for it, and you get mad. And the reason you acting like that, all of y'all, is because y'all still dibble and dabble in the world, all right? You care too much about what's going on outside of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Okay, you care too much about what's going on outside of everything that matters, the prophecies, the things that are putting into the foods, the wars that's going on, the rumors of wars, the earthquake, the pestilences, the plagues. You're not focused on that. You focused on you, and y'all basically Israelite reality TV show, man. What watching y'all do what y'all do ain't no different than the black woman watching these Atlanta Housewives shows. Y'all act the same way, man.
That's right, brother.
You know what I'm saying?
That's dead on point, man.
Y'all on the comment boards going back and forth, man. A brother put a scripture out there, and then you'll be like, man, we'll break this down. Well, let's say that. How you feel about this, that, and the third? You know, you all going back and forth, and just like the brother Ariella said, you guys are trolls, man. And your desires to have attention. All right, it's infectious to you, and it's a plague. And the Lord, man, if a man is of the elect, they're not going to succumb to that BS, man. They're going to see straight through it. So really, you just fighting a losing battle.
That's right, man. It's dead on point because it's starting to show that you're among that congregation of the dead.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You guys have your own understanding of what this truth is about. And when you're together with other people who will shoot up the Bible and disrespect Yahweh Shai like that, man, come on.
Yep.
That's too obvious.
Yep.
And we keeping it simple right now, giving you scoffers, you trolls, these answers of basic scriptures. You want to bring out that Ephesians?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shalak here, give me 1 second here.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, the reason that I brought that definition of principle is because you're not going back to the beginning. You're not, the original. All right. You're trying to create something new, and you're forgetting that this is a spiritual battle. All right. But Ephesians 6 tells you, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers. All right. Because what people forget or fail to realize, like it says in Proverbs 16:4, the Lord creates everything, even the wicked for the day.
Sure.
All right. So the principalities are on the right hand side and the left hand side. So if you're not correcting yourself on a daily basis and keeping His word into your heart, to your mind, your la'ab, then you're not going to understand it. You're going to fall into those pitfalls. Whatever your demons are, whatever your demons were, they're going to come back. If it's yourself, if it's your ego, if it's a woman, family, eating pork, whatever that thing is, it's going to come back double. And you all are losing that battle, against the powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. All right. And you all are looking, you guys are Psalm 49 and 11 Israelites. That's what you are. You just out here doing this. Yeah, I'm an Israelite, but you think America's going to be here in 2030. You got cats. Oh yeah, we're going to be in the next 10 years. Meanwhile, in Sweden, they just became the first cashless society. So obviously, if it's happening there, if it's happening in Denmark, The Lord is showing you all these different prophecies are happening, whether it's Chile, whether it's Russia. Really, it's been a lot of stuff going on in Latin America right now with the earthquake, stuff like that. But over the past 2 years, if you look all the way back to the Greece and the Georgia situation, things have been slowly closing in on America. And if you have a spiritual eye, you can see that. Meanwhile, you all are up here acting like it's 1987. Back to the Future just came out, and you just got all this time in the world to do whatever.
To play around and still think that you got time to wake some of these people up. This goes to show that the Spirit of the Most High is not with a lot of you.
Nope.
And this is a stumbling block for even amongst a lot of you brothers amongst GMS, man.
Yep.
Because in Ephesians, to continue on in Ephesians chapter 6, verse 13, go ahead and read that real quick.
Wherefore, verse 13, wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand.
Man, that makes it clear, man. That armor of Yahweh, because that's his actual name.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That armor of the Most High, man. This is telling you, man, when these wicked days come, we get ready to relive 70 AD, man. Y'all think they already out there killing us now. In the streets, man, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They out there killing us left and right. And then y'all trying to get together with the people, with the wicked Israelites who have overpassed the deeds of the wicked, who are out there killing each other, who want to bring a black community together. Y'all have no idea. You can't even tear down that first wall that you're not black. You're not a Negro. You're not African American. You can't tear down that first wall. Mm-hmm. When getting together with the so-called black conscious community.
Mm-hmm.
That goes to show just how blind a lot of you are when it comes to this truth. Go ahead and give me Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8.
This is Jeremiah 28, verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
So once again, you're supposed to be prophesying the downfall of this wickedness, man. Y'all like to give your little bullshit history lessons, no different from us, but we prophesying that there's the downfall of this kingdom. We're prophesying of a war that's currently going on, World War III right now. The evil that's going on in this world, how there's a famine going on in places like Venezuela.
Nope.
Economies have already fallen apart in other places like Greece, Spain. This refugee crisis that's going on. This Ebola virus is still out there. There's all types of pestilences. They just don't talk about it in the media anymore. When damn anthrax just faded off into the background, y'all don't bring none of this stuff out, man.
Yep.
Y'all worry about your own personal gain when it comes to this truth, man. Y'all not even bringing out 100% of this truth like the apostles of GMS are. Go ahead and give me Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 23.
Jeremiah 3 and 23. Truly in vain is salvation hoped for from the hills, and from the multitude of mountains. Truly in the Lord our God is the salvation of Israel.
Man, and this is in vain to a lot of you, man. A lot of y'all doing this in vain, and that word vain, it just means emptiness.
I want to say something on that point too. Me and this brother, we've been to all types of camps, GMS from, you came from Seattle, Philly, Virginia, Atlanta. We've seen a lot of different brothers, and the thing about brothers within these camps, man, is they've let go of a lot of things in the world to be in this truth.
That's right.
All right. I've met former NFL players, doctors, lawyers. I've met all types of different type of people in different camps that sacrifice things and sacrifice their place into this world to be a part of this truth. And they're just, I met a professional boxer, all these different type of things. And you look at the Sakaris, you look at the Polites, you look at all these dudes. What's his name? Tazariak. You all, General Yohana, without playing with the name of the Lord and acting like you were Israelite or acting like your knowledge, you wouldn't be nothing. That's so right. They use this. You all use this spirituality and you use the word and all these different things as your platform to be famous. All right, and you look up the word famous. Elder Gabar brought it out. You know, it's famished. It's to be hungry. You hunger for attention. All right, we're not in this thing trying to be hungry and trying to be seen and trying to be heard, unless it's for the prophecies and the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And you using this as your platform shows you how weak of a person you were when you were in the world. You were just another nigga eating chips and eating chicken. All right, drinking Kool-Aid, talking about, yeah, man, we got to get, man, I got this new hustle. Hey, I got this new, you was them cats. You one of them network marketing dudes. Yeah, man, I got this new, this wake up, man. I got this tea. I got this coffee. You know what I mean? And now you done found your little niche into the marketplace. And it's going to be even a worse downfall, because when martial law and all those things come, you already marked for judgment, man. All right? You're going to be the ones in those FEMA camps. You're going to be the ones as your wives get raped. You know what I mean? You're going to be the ones that's sitting out here and made a spectacle of on YouTube. You're going to be the one on World Star Polite. You know?
That's right. Hey, and it's just showing too, man. A lot of you have had no experience in this world, man, before coming in this truth.
That's right.
I could tell, man, with a lot of you, man. Like the brother just said, man, from a lot of us going from one state to the next, man, a lot of us have had, some of the brothers I know personally, have had experience in the military, been overseas and stuff. We've seen the wickedness that goes on in this world. And I'll tell you personally that I have done that myself. Right. I've seen it, man.
Right.
See some of the bullshit, the constant bullshit that goes on within this world, this government. You know what I'm saying? That the things that I even thought was the right thing to do when I was in the world. But now that I see it's all bullshit, man, and it's fake, I'm not listening to you clowns, man, to create a stumbling block for me, man.
You know what? I'm gonna say another point on that too. Another thing with these dudes, because these dudes are young, you know, they're in their 20s, they're young. You know what I mean? And you can tell that, you know, with them using this as a platform, because the internet, man, when the internet came out, it gave some people so much opportunity through PayPal, through YouTube, through all these different things. You can get paid for clicks, you get paid for so much different stuff. So you all hadn't had to be in a 9-to-5 type of situation where you have to deal with people, where you have to have a boss, where you have to have that structure and that discipline. So you out here just acting like damn kids. You know what I mean? My little brother's like that. You know, he's like, you ain't never had no responsibility, so you just going off at the mouth and saying whatever and think you can come back and apologize. And that's what's wrong with, you know, this young, that's why I really pray that, you know, Yahweh Shah, he comes back in this generation, man, because we go on another 10 years, what we got, these gonna be the people running this stuff? You know what I'm saying? These gonna be the people that's doing this and doing that. You know, you got these cats out here talking crazy, and they are in skinny jeans, man.
Oh man, and that's crazy. The brother said that too. It's just like they still are accepting things the way it is. They're falling into the fold of this world. Yeah, and y'all just still think somehow you personally can save these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans in this truth, man. Yep. But all I do hear you guys say when you slip up bags, y'all keep saying black community, black community, black community. That's a chant. That's a chant, man, that's going on. Y'all being brainwashed, man. We're joining together with Polite and Son Nigger.
Yep. Who ain't even black.
That man. So they ain't gonna go there, but you know what I'm saying? It's just constantly showing, man, that's just how jacked up you are. And then just to bring something out, man, the brother brought something to my attention. We know y'all got some hackers out there, man. Hacking into brothers' accounts and stuff, man. Y'all gonna get checked on that too, man. Yep. You know what I'm saying? It's some brothers, man, even amongst GMS, man, we're gonna have to step our game up, man, and learning how to stop stuff like this, man. If possible, man, I do know something about a little bit of IT myself, man. So I might have to do a little sit down and show you brothers, man, how to stop hackers, man, from hacking into your accounts and stuff like that. Continue on, Jeremiah.
Yeah, this is Jeremiah 3:24. For shame have devoured the labor of our fathers from our youth, their flocks and their herds, their sons and their daughters. We lie down in our shame, and our confusion covereth us. For we have sinned against the Lord our God, we and our fathers, from our youth even unto this day, and have not obeyed the voice of the Lord our God.
Man, and it's just showing you, man, this shame is devouring you, man. You know, and it's showing you that a lot of you don't know what the hell you're doing.
Right.
The apostles been doing this for over 30 years, man. It's like you're totally shameless. And it's going to show you. Continue reading in verse 25.
Oh, that was it. I'll read it again. We lie down in our shame, and our confusion covereth us. For we have sinned against the Lord our God.
Man, and that confusion is you guys thinking that you could do this on your own, man. Y'all forgot, man, this is the Most High's game being played out here. This is his plan. It ain't going to happen when you say it's going to happen. It ain't going to happen when you try to bring the black community together. It ain't going to happen just because you inviting outsiders into one of the most sacred holy days of the Most High, which is the Passover. It ain't going to happen your way, man. And once again, man, don't be confused about what people keep trying to put out there about the apostles. They're not, all of us are not perfect. There's so many flaws on so many of you brothers out there, man, and y'all got the nerve to try to sit here and question the apostles of GMS, man.
Mm-hmm. And really, when people do that kind of stuff, man, it just shows you that they're not spiritual. And, you know, people don't understand how, like, that's why Ephesians 6 is so important and why you got to guard your mind and guard your heart. Because when you go to the grocery store and you just sitting there in the aisle, what do we see going to the aisle? The thing about Charlie Sheen or, you know, all these different type of messages about exposing people are right there in front of your face. So you have this mindset of trying to expose somebody because that's just a part of it. You know what I'm saying? And all it's doing is bringing controversy to make you to make the ones that are supposed to be the elect. You know, that biker jacket thing, man, all that did was bring more fruit in. All right? The Lord uses controversy this whole Bible is controversial. All right?
That's right.
You know, so you have to understand, you're just on the left-hand side bringing the controversy, you know what I'm saying? So the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua can gather his elect. That's it. There's nothing you can do about it. So keep doing your scoffing. Keep doing what you're doing, because when what you're doing is really bringing, you know, you bring something out about a brother. Oh man, his left side didn't match his right side. He going off. And then somebody be like, what? And then let me see what these brothers in GMS talking about. And that's it.
That's right. And when it says you lie down in your shame and your confusion covers you, it's starting to show that confusion covers a lot of you because you try to get too deep and too technical when you've only been in not even a decent, y'all haven't even been in over 5 years.
Yep.
And y'all think y'all know more than the apostles of GMS who've been in for over 30.
Who don't even go into different type of breakdowns because they just you know, people, it's too heavy. All right? They bring out the highlights. They bring out the points. All right? Don't think when you're sitting here and watching the videos that you're getting all the, you know, you're getting everything. You're not. All right? They're just giving you the highlight points of things. But if you would, you know, if you go and do your own research, you'll be like, oh, it's some more of this, it's some more of this. And that's another thing. You all don't research anything. You all don't read. All right? You all might read a half a chapter of a book and think you got the whole breakdown and don't understand the rest of it. You all, you know, on these comment boards will put up one verse, but if you read down the rest of the chapter, it breaks itself down, man. Because you're not spiritual and you're not patient, man.
That's right. Man, that's dead on point. Go ahead and give me Deuteronomy 32:7.
This is Deuteronomy 32:7. Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee. Thy elders, and they will tell thee.
See, and that's why I said, you guys have only been in this little bit of time, man. In the eyes of the Most High, you've only been in like 1 second.
Not even that.
Not even that. Compared to the apostles who've been in this thing for decades. For 3 decades, man.
But then, you know, meanwhile, if they get a job with Esau, and Esau say, yeah, man, I've been doing computer technology for 30 years. They're going to respect the hell out of him.
Oh, man, yes, and a lot of you would.
You know, they ain't going to question nothing. Because people in this world, they get caught up and they've been a slave with this job for 20 years. And people be like, oh, man, you know, 20 years with this, that, and the third, you know. And that's how I know you people aren't fair because, you know, you go into a 9-to-5 situation and you go to your boss. You don't come at your boss the same way you come at the elders of GMS.
God.
And they didn't do nothing to you. They ain't took your time. They ain't took your overtime pay. They ain't said you can't come work on this so-called holiday. They ain't done none of that. But you gon' yes sir, no sir. All right. And the Lord's going to start exposing you all at your job. Man, this internet thing is powerful, man.
And speaking of which, brother, bringing it back to the YouTube thing, a lot of you didn't even know what you could do with YouTube until the apostles of GMS started putting it out there.
That's right. You had no clue.
You had no clue whatsoever. And even a lot of them will tell you they said it themselves already. But the apostles have been telling y'all didn't know about this stuff with YouTube until we started doing it.
Yep.
You know, it's just constantly showing that you guys are in it for your own personal gain. When y'all want to constantly argue about the apostles said themselves in sit downs, we can't even bring certain things out because we see a lot of you brothers still gotta learn, man.
That's right.
There's deeper stuff they know that they can't even bring out, and I see that through the Spirit itself, man. I'm just learning how to read spirits.
Yep.
These are the type of things they just recently got on us about earlier this year that I'm learning for the first time. So how can I sit down and try to correct them on something?
Right.
On anything when they just taught me something new this year?
Right.
Apostle Gabar, he just gave a lesson on brothers not being spiritual. I guarantee you, none of you have ever done a sit down on that.
Yep.
There's brothers who fell out this truth because they were not spiritual from the door.
That's right.
They looked at brothers based on their image. They were all about an image, man. They weren't looking into the brother's spirit. They didn't know how to read spirits.
No.
And then their asses fell off.
Yeah, this is 2 Chronicles 7:14. If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven, and I will forgive their sin and will heal their land.
Look at that. These are basic scriptures, brothers. Don't allow these other groups to continuously create stumbling blocks for you. If it happens, once again, that's just going to show the Spirit of the Most High wasn't with you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We call it on the name of Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right.
And we continuously rehearsing the righteous acts. That's why I say, and pray and seek my face. How do you do that? By rehearsing the righteous acts of the Most High, man. Mm-hmm. These law, statutes, and commandments, obey it to the best of our abilities, man. That's why you're supposed to do certain things like get up in the morning and pray. Meditate on certain things, man. Constantly put up curses.
Yeah.
On this wicked, vile kingdom, man.
Yeah.
Not just come in and say, man, I'm tired of this place, man. But yet we still see you niggas out there doing the same old stuff that you were doing before you even got in this truth.
Yep.
Things you can't even let go of, like, hey, if you took on the Nazarite vow, cut your damn hair, man.
Yep.
You weren't born a Nazarite. That's basic stuff, man, that you should know. That's a stumbling block for one person all in itself. And closing out with that, we're going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, and double honors to the apostles of GMS and all you brothers out there preaching this word. Shalom.